Welcome back into Braehead Curling Rink, where we're about to witness the finals and the third-fourth place playoff for this year's Royal Caledonian Curling Club's Asham Under-14 Slam event. In the final, with the team from Perth of Callum Kinnear, Duncan McFadden, Matthew McKenzie and Rory Desmond, who beat Lockerbie in their semi-final, and the Lanarkshire team skipped by Jill Strang with Megan McDonald, Anne Fleming and Kate Torrance, who defeated Dumfries in their semi-final. And here we are, we join the final between Perth and Lanarkshire, with 3 stones played in the first end, and the hammer in the final is held by Perth's Callum Kinnear. And as we said earlier, Callum is going for his third consecutive win in this event. Currently in the house, looking at the far end. We've just had, unfortunately, the yellow team. The teams throwing the yellow handle stone for Lanarkshire have just taken out the red, but also eliminated the run stone. And released 2 other stones. Now there's been a mix-up here, as stones have been taken up and down the ice, and it looks very much as if the wrong colour handle stone has been thrown by the last shot. And it is yellow, that is correct, it is yellow. It's now Lanarkshire who are about to play their stone. It was in fact an error by the Perth team, taking out their own stone, plus taking out the opposition stones and doubling out their own 2 stones, which is leaving the house blank. The Lanarkshire skip, the Joe Strang asked for a draw, and the stone was heavy and finished up through the house. Now it's the turn of Callum Kinnear to ask his player to draw into the left-hand wing as we look at the house. And the weight looks reasonable, and if it bends enough it'll come to the back, red stone. It's good, it's still hanging there. Now is it in or out? Can someone tell us? No, it looks as though it might just have run out the house. Yes, it is just out. Sorry about the interruption there, folks. Just that there's no one seems here to be able to change the monitor sets for us to view the far end, so we're now sent out the search party. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now back. Yes, back totally in control of the situation apart from the monitors, where we think we're in control. And it was Duncan McFadden for Callum Kinnear, who's just thrown his draw to the house. And he's finished short. So the house is still devoid of all stones. And Joe Strang is about to ask Megan MacDonald to play a draw round. No, I apologise, due to the wrong stone being played, wrong colour being played. I think we're now back in some sort of order, and we have Joe Strang coming up to play her draw, hopefully round the front guard and into the house. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, our ice technician Jonathan, the electronic wizard from Braehead I2 into Braehead, is busy trying to fix some monitors, and we now have the view from both ends, I believe. We certainly have the view from this end and the view from the far end, so hopefully Clockwork Orange, as some people call the ice now, will be back and will not leave us again in such a position. So it's Callum Mackenzie who's playing his draw, trying to draw round, and he's hanging wide, and he's also slightly wide. So he's coming towards the back of the house, but he's lying short, and he's almost fully round the front guard, but there's a big enough swing on the ice that Joe Donald on her out turn should be able to follow the stone and freeze on Kinnear's stone. Having failed with her first attempted draw, she's got to be good with this, otherwise she's going to find herself 2 shots down after the first end, allowing that Kinnear can follow his own stone and draw up. Now the stone's coming into the house, but it looks a wee bit heavy. Is it going to come far enough across to get to it? It's going to touch it, but it's going to leave it open. And Kinnear has a tap back for 2 in the first end. The average age of this Perth team is 13, but Callum Kinnear and Duncan McFadden are aged out for next year. And here we go, there is Kinnair's stone going up, and he plays it perfectly onto the nose of the Lanarkshire stone, and it is 2 to Perth in the first end. Okay. If we take a quick look at Jill Strang's team, Jill is 14 and she's aged out after this year, but Megan McDonald and Anne Fleming at 13 we believe are both eligible next year, whilst Kate Turns, the babe of the team at only 11, will be back for another 3 years. And here is the first stone coming down from Rory Desmond, the 12-year-old lead for Callum Kinnair. He was asked for a draw to the front of the house, and I don't know whether I've had too much porridge this morning or not, but that's the third draw in a row between the semi-final and the finals that he's put through the back, heavy and weight. It's now the opportunity of Kate Torrance, whose father, grandfather and great-grandfather are all very, very well-known Scottish curlers, with grandfather Alec, with his cousin wee Alec, having represented Scotland at Silver Broom and Scotch Cup events in the past. Katie is here, while brother Alistair, who was also playing, ended up having been eliminated and having to go home with his father, to do the milking. Sorry, Alistair. Katie played to the wings alright, but she was about a couple of feet too heavy. She was asked to draw to the wing on the tee, and she's just come about 18 inches behind tee. So from that point of view, everything's fine. And now Rory Desmond throws his second stone for the Kinnair team. And this time he's got his weight right. He was asked for a stone just in front of the house as a guard down the centre line, and it's almost perfect. Kate Turns for Lanarkshire and Skip Joe Strang. She's been asked to draw around the guard which she's been throwing up, but she threw that one slightly tight, and I think if I was Joe Strang, I wouldn't be sweeping that at all. She's going to raise it straight up if she's not careful. Come on, bend a wee bit more. Well, she's getting away with it little, in that the stone is going to finish outside the line of the guard, but well, it's not a very good stone. Opposition now let lie one, and they're to be guarded. Right, here we are again, and it's the Perth team, who again have been asked to put a guard in the front ring, and just like what was happening in the semi-final last end, stones are finishing at the back of tee or at the back of the house, which is not very good. So a second chance for Joe Strang to remove the red stone, and it's Anne Fleming's turn to try and take the stone out and lie. Now she certainly played that down a better line, but she's not got very heavy weight, and it's coming nicely up. Just let it try and swing a little bit more. Don't think she'll get the two. Almost get the double, but she's sitting line one. In fact, she could be line two. There could be two yellow shots in the house. As Perth's Matthew Mackenzie throws his takeout attempt, on the yellow shot, and it's certainly not heavy in weight, and it's drawing quite a long way, but it's going to hit and roll. That it's going to roll out on the other side of the guard this time, so to get to that it'll be not the in turn but the out turn. If Joe Strang decides to take it away, you're just going to tap it back and she'll be line 2. It's the out turn, and it's a quiet weight. And she was lightweight, and she was inside the brush and said let it go. So any sensible, just let it draw, let it draw, let it draw, let it draw. Let's see if we can get the push the other way. Look at the push the other way, and it's done it the other way. And once again, if you can't be good, be lucky. And now it's Duncan McFadden for Callum Kinnear's Perth team, who's been asked to come in and hit and roll in behind the guard. But it's sitting back a bit. It's going to drive it into the back one. And the yellow is still hanging on at the back. The two yellows on the back 12-foot circle are both fobs. So if Joe Strang can manage to get a third player, Megan McDonald to take the red stone away and lie herself, then the Lanarkshire ladies will be lying 3 shots. And we go, and Joe's opted for the out turn. She better sweep that because that turns at the end, and she needs a wee bit more weight. Come on, come on. No, don't give up in it. You see, far too much ice. And then when the player threw it inside the brush, she actually threw probably on the stone. It finished up missing the stone by the same amount of difference between the dice and what she played. Let's hope that Jo remembers that if she gets a second chance to play the same shot. But right now, Callum Kinnear has asked his third player, Duncan McFadden, to draw around and then turn and hopefully get another stone in the house. But this is looking as it might be slightly short. They're sweeping it very, very hard to try and bring it in. But I don't know. No, they haven't made it. So we've got another shot for Lanarkshire to get rid of this red stone. I'm not quite sure what she's calling in. She's calling for the draw. And again, Megan McDonald has thrown it inside the brush, well inside the brush. Now that may have been a pickup. It has gone further than any other stone, so one must assume that was a pickup, because that has gone further than any stone. It's finishing. Ooh. Now that might be another biter, which could come into play at the very end. But right now it's looking better once again for Callum Kinnear's team. And he's got to cement this position by throwing a second stone into the house. If he doesn't, well, it has to be that Joe has got to take that stone out to lie 3, if not 4 shots. And comes the Kinnear's draw in towards the house, and it's looking very good. Might need to be swept at the end. Come on, sweep it, sweep it, sweep it. Don't let it touch. No, Kinnear now lies 2 shots. His draw was too heavy, didn't make the draw he wanted, and then came down and turned in and only held on because it managed to catch the outside or the inside edge of the yellow at the back behind tee. Now the left way, we're not quite sure what the nominated shot was, and as the third indicated a draw, the skip indicated a tap back, so we'll wait and see what weight she plays when she comes out the hack. Oh, it has to be a tap back at that weight. She's going to take that out and try and lie at least one. She gets it right, you know, anything could happen here. And it's coming down, well, it's not going to get the back one unfortunately, but there we are, she's got it out, and there's one red line, red line 1 and yellow line 2 and 3. So Callum Kinnear is going to have to make a good shot here, and he's looking to try and lie a guard on the back stone in the front 12, also gardening his back stone, which would probably force Joe Strang to play a dead draw to the 4 foot. The stone's on its way and it's coming down, and now it seems to be hanging slightly wide at present, and we don't know how far she's done. She's turning in now. She's turning right in now. But she's coming behind tee. Oh dear. Although it's like the red on line 2, Kinnear's draw has left him line 2. It's also finished behind tee, which is not a good position because Joe Strang should be able to just draw up and lie on top of that, count 1, and the score would be 2-1 for Perth. But the shot's still got to be made. We'll wait and see what she does. The stone's on its way. Oh, this looks heavy. This looks heavy and wide. It's not a good stone. She's going to give up another 2. There's no way that hitting the back one is she ever going to stop anything else. No. 2. It's 2 wides. So after 2 ends, Perth are winning by 4 shots to 0. Over in the fourth playoff on sheet 3, Lockerbie got a 2 at the first end, and with 2 stones to go, Lockerbie a line 1. Right. And here we are, the first stone is on its way by Rory Desmond, and he's been asked for a draw to the front of the house. And now he's got the stone in front of the house, but it's certainly swinging at the end. It's gone a long way at the end. Okay, and it's Kate Torrance, the 11-year-old lead for Joe Strang, who's been asked to draw around. Tried to leave it wide. Certainly got enough weight to get to the house. Not quite sure if she got too much weight and might finish in the back. No? She's going to run. No, she's going to finish behind T. And in the 8 foot. So rather have seen it in the front of T, but at least it's in the house. Matthew Mackenzie's been asked for a draw round as well. He's certainly got enough weight, and he's going to draw round to the back yellow. The yellow will still stay in, but it's now 2 reds. So Lockerbie, the Perth are now lying 2 shots. It's tempted to say the shot that Joe Strang wants to play right now is to follow round and draw right onto the face of the red, sitting just behind centre. We know the stone will draw that amount at the end, but you need to be past the guard yellow just about a metre in front of the house. You need to be past that by about 18 inches for the swing at the end, and she'll sit straight in front of the red just behind T, which would be the perfect shot. This is what she's going to go for. This is the draw round and the out turn. And it's Anne's Fleming stone which is coming up. Anne trying that draw round. Now if the weight's good, the line moves absolutely perfect. If the weight's right, then we'll get it round. Come on girls, sweep it, sweep it, sweep it. Come on, round, 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 round. Oh, nice shot. The next stone for Callum Kinnair, thrown by Matthew Mackenzie, and he's been asked to follow that in, but I think he's catching the guard. He has done. In fact, he's probably been better catching that guard and rolling the front red where he's gone to, because he can still get round on the in turn, get the yellow and Y3 shots. Now, for some unknown reason, Joe Strang has opted to try and guard her stone on the out turn. Now it may very well work, but she's got to get past the front red first. And at the present time she's not doing it, and she's pushed the front red right in. In the way she's been lucky, but if they cannot get the angle on the yellow now to get the yellow out without losing at least one of their own stones. But right now red is lying shot, thanks to that unfortunate raise on their opposition stone by the Lanarkshire team. And Duncan McFadden has been asked for a guard. He's going to have to be pretty good because there isn't a lot of room there, because the stones are swinging in both hands towards the end. And he could quite easily, if he starts turning too early, he will swing right round and in front of the others. Now he's going to do the other one. He's going to tap that back, and they're lying two, but not in a particularly good position. The best shot that Strang could play now is using the in-turn and taking the stone so she rolls in front of the red, but she's opted again for what appears to be the out-turn, and it's going to do absolutely nothing, or it appears to be doing absolutely nothing unless it hits that stone across. Excuse me, but that's making the job for Callum Kinnear much easier if he wants to use it. But Callum is not going to risk going for the tap of the red on the yellow and lying 3, if not 4. He instead is going to opt for the guard on the red shots. But he's now playing the in-turn, which logically is a handle to use for this shot, and we'll see how far he can get it up without losing it. That stone almost went on its side at the very end. Have they pulled it across enough? It's difficult to say. Not really. No, not really. There's still a double take out there if they want to play it to lie 2 for yellow. I don't think they can lie more than 2, because red to red probably puts the one red onto the back yellow. So they've got to be careful they leave it, otherwise they could be facing with the next shot 3 shots against themselves. Maggie McDonald's stone is on its way, and she's not quite sure she's going to hit the guard. She's got to hit the guard in that line, and she's punched a yellow through. Callum Kinnear is now looking to block out that gap and put a guard probably about 6 foot short of the house, and splitting the 2 front stones on the left hand side, the one in the centre and the one in the very left. If he does that, then there'll be no way in for the no easy way in, if there is an easy way in for Joe Strang. Well, the stone is wide enough as it comes to rest. It's coming across now, and as it comes across, what's it doing? Oh my goodness, it's going too far. It's going to lie. Now, did I say that is not quite criminal, but certainly deserves a life sentence. But there we are. This is curling, and you never know what's going to happen with the next one. So Jill Strang is going to have to play a stone to try and follow that round, and she has got to tap one of the two in the 1 foot back out of play and leave herself lying at least second. If she gets it exactly right, she might actually even be able to lie first shot. If she gets the stone to it perfectly, even at back ring weight between the two reds just in front of tee, she could lie shot. Stone's on its way. Keep it going, girls. Go steady. Up with the brushes, please. We're up. What are we doing? Well, if nothing else, that's a very good saving shot at the present time. There may be 3 reds at the back and 1 red lying, but providing Callum doesn't do anything outrageous, then it should be 1 red. As the stone approaches the front of the house, the third has moved out to gather its weight more readily, and it's coming right round. Well, I'm afraid that's not very clever, because there is plenty of swing in this ice that Joe Strang can come round, and she can tap that red onto the yellow, onto the red, and lie shot. Dare I say it to viewers that there are a few Lanarkshire mothers here who could do with some tablets to calm their nerves. I can't work out the shot. Jo's taking more ice than she took for the last stone, and I don't think there's any way she can draw the centre, and she's going to have a little bit of weight for the double raise. So let's see how she throws it. Yeah, a stone that far out will never come out. She's too heavy as well. Skipper's not got onto it. So there's another 1 red. So that means Perth are 5-0 up after 3 ends with 1 end to go. Here we are at the beginning of the 4th, and one would think the final end, or the last end of the final of the Asham curling supply is under 14 slam here at the Into Braehead curling arena. For Perth, 12-year-old Rory Desmond was asked for a stone to draw into the front of the house, but it's actually right up onto tee. This forces Jo Strang in a way when she's 5 shots back. She's got to draw and try and face that stone. No, you don't not take it out, but just draw and face the stone would be ideal. So, 11-year-old Katie Thomas throwing the first of her last 2 stones. And this is, I'm afraid, this is going to be a very silent takeout. There's a breath of fresh air as it goes past the outside of the Perth stone. And Rory Desmond again has been asked for a stone to the front of the house, playing the out turn. things for sure. Desmond certainly got his draw to the tee. The wait for the draw to the tee. That's 2 out of 2. Well, if you were playing the points game of Kearney, you would have got 4 points out of 4. It's Kate Turns with her second stone, and again she's heavy and wide, so I'm afraid not a good end, the last end for Kate Turns. Now into the second players. It's Matthew Mackenzie about to throw for Perth. 12-year-old who's playing out turn. He's been asked to draw to the front ring, but he threw it slightly thin of the brush, slightly inside, and it would be expected the stone will probably draw a bit more than what is wanted, but it's got legs on it. And it's always going to legs right into the gap between the two stones in the house. Right, Miss Anne Fleming, 13-year-old second for Lanarkshire. Surely you can't miss all these. Now she's coming up nice. Something's going to happen. She got the double. She's certainly getting one of them. Well, that's fine. That's not a bad stone. Yes, and here we go with Matthew Mackenzie's second and final stone of this fourth end. It's a wee wobble in his delivery, but he's let it go fine on the brush. But his weight looks as if he's going to come right into the house. He's actually going to take that one right out. Yeah, well. Now there's a gap there. Well, that's certainly not going to miss go through the gap, because she's tight played, and she's going to get rid of the one on the side, but she's going to roll herself. And now 14-year-old Duncan McFadden, third player for the Perth team, is about to throw his guard. Whilst over in the third-fourth playoff on sheet 3, Dumfries's Hamish Gallagher clawed back a single shot from a Lockerby's Ryan McCormick in the third end. As we watch McFadden's shot come to a close, it's a good stone. Like that one. Now what we're going to get? An end of surprises. And come down and just hit off the inside of that stone and go across, push the centre stone out the road and lie behind the guard. Perfect shot. Give me 4 out of 2 if you make this one. Well, unfortunately Megan was slightly thin when she let it go, so she's going to have to look at maybe trying for the double. Don't think she'll get that. No. I'm afraid she hasn't helped the situation as she's opened the gap between the red stones in the house. And Callan is just asking Duncan McFadden to remove the yellow stone, knowing that his third consecutive title is now well and truly in the bag and going back with him to Perth. Joel has just shaken hands to concede the game with a score at 5-0. And yep, that's it all over. So the final of the Royal Caledonian Curling Club's Asham Supplies Under 14 Slam event was won by Perth's Callum Kinnear, Duncan McFadden, Matthew Mackenzie and Rory Desmond, who defeated Lanarkshire's Joe Strang, Megan MacDonald, Anne Fleming and Kate Torrance 5-0, with the game being conceded halfway through the fourth and final end. Looking over towards the 3-4 playoff, currently there is one yellow, which is one at Dumfries Stone in the house at the back behind the tee. And there's a bit of a lovely draw to in front of tee by Lockerbie, who are 4-1 up with about 7 or 8 stones to go in this final end. So we'll stay with the third, fourth playoff. And Dumfries skip Hamish Gallagher was asked that they draw into the house, and she's drawn to the back, which is not really ideal. And it's now the turn of Ellie Hamilton, third player for Lockerbie's Ryan McCormick, to try and either block up the hole to stop them getting to the red or following through and sitting on the reds at the back. There are now 3 yellows in the house and only 1 red, so the game could turn itself and it's an end with 1 stone in this fourth and final end. Well, I suppose that wasn't too bad. Ellie has come up and she's just touched her own red stone on tee, just back a fraction towards the 2 yellow stones behind tee. So the free stone, Fred, the free stone was slightly narrow, and it caught, well, the black stone caught the guard. It's made getting in to get the shots harder for the freeze the rest of the end, and Lockerbie, quite rightfully, Ryan McCormick is asking that Ellie Hamilton, puts another guard up front to try and secure the safety for his 2 stones in the 4-foot. unfortunately didn't do his job, and it's right in the front yellow guard, about 5 foot short of the house, and he's opened a gap through which a stone could get through at a strike weight, or even a barrier weight with the correct sweeping, and take one, maybe even two reds away, leaving yellow in a game position. So with 4 stones to go, it is skip Hamish Gallagher, 11 years of age, has thrown a stone, and it's catching the guard. Oh! And very unluckily just caught the inside of the guard. So it's on it leaves Lockerby's Ryan McCormick to put a guard up to make sure that Gallagher cannot hit or see enough to hit the yellow stone at the front of the house and play a raised double. And here we go. This is his first of his 2 last stones in the 4th end. He's played a good weight. It all depends on the line. And right now I'm looking over our technical expert's shoulder at the webcam on the laptop, and that looks not bad. Liz, would you agree not bad?
It's very good. Absolutely.
Thank you. I think it's fairly obvious right now that the Dumfries skip, Hamish Gallagher, has noted a misspent youth and spent all his hours in the snooker room working out all the angles that he has to make to get this front red onto the yellow, onto the red, onto the red, split out the 2 reds and lie with 3 yellows at the back. The stone is on its way, and the 2 sweepers are coming with it. They're not going to give up. I don't know what it is. It can't do it. Whoops! No, he hasn't done it. It's 2 red. I mean, bring the stone. Oh. And here we're lying 2 reds. We'll 4-1 up. It's not necessary to throw the stone, but the skipper's going to do it, and I'm not quite sure what he's going to try and do, because there's no other stones at the far end, so there's no point putting a guard up. There's no point trying to draw into the house. So just, the saying goes, turn the handle. And here comes the stone. Oh, he's just throwing it. He's dumping it out wide and out. So that is another 2 reds. And game over, 6-1 for Lockerbie. And here we go for the 3rd 4 playoff. In 3rd place with the team from Lockerbie, Ryan McCormick, Ellie Hamilton, Natasha Kerr and Robbie McCormick, who beat the team from Dumfries of Hamish Gallagher, Isla Black, Andrew Murray and Ryan Parry by 6 shots to 1. Thank you all for being with us. Hope you enjoyed the games. And my thanks to Liz Scott of Glasgow Ladies and Maxwell Ladies Curling Club, who came in and stepped in to work and operate the laptop and the cameras during these final games. And from me, Leslie Brown, it's farewell and good afternoon.